Hello again. In this lesson, we are going to talk about the 16-pin design standardized across most vehicles. Okay, so why is the 16-pin design so popular? What is the reason behind the standardization? The 16-pin is standardized across most vehicles to ensure universal compatibility. Now, this is very important. This word to ensure universal compatibility, ease of use, regulatory compliance in vehicle diagnostics. Okay, so what are the reasons why the 16 pin is so popular or why it has become a standard for diagnostics? So we'll see some reasons. First is, of course, the universal compatibility and interoperability. So the 16 pin OBD connector specified by SAE J1962 standard allows any compliant diagnostic tool to connect to any compliant vehicle regardless of make or model. So this eliminates the need for multiple vehicle specific connectors and cables which were common before the standardization. Okay, so this sentence is very important. This eliminates the need for multiple vehicle specific connectors and cables which were common before standardization. Before now standardization, quality has improved, the connectivity has improved. Next important reason or advantage of standardization is it supports multiple communication protocols. Okay, so this 16 pin configuration provides dedicated pins for power, ground and various communication protocols such as CAN ISO 91412, SAE J1850, ensuring the connector can accommodate evolving vehicle technologies and diagnostic requirements. So this capability to support the multiple communication protocols makes the 16-pin configuration so popular and standard. Next is regulatory mandates. Regulatory bodies like EPA, CARB required standardization connector as a part of OBD-II regulations to facilitate emissions monitoring and compliance. The 16-pin design became mandatory for all cars and light trucks sold in US from 1996 and has since been adopted globally. Okay, so apart from its advantages, now because of its advantages, government has actually mandated this particular pin. And next important advantage is practicality and durability. This trapezoidal or D shape of 16 pin connector ensures it can be inserted one way, reducing the risk of incorrect connections and potential damage. Because of its trapezoidal shape, it can there is no way that it can be inserted upside down. Okay, there is only one way to insert it, and that is the right way. And the design is robust, user friendly and durable enough to withstand frequent use in automotive service environments. Also, it is streamlined diagnostics and service. Standardizing the connector shape, size, and pin configuration made vehicle-specific diagnostic harnesses obsolete, simplifying tool design and making diagnostics more accessible and efficient for technicians and aftermarket service providers. So because of its universal appeal, because of the universal standardization, this has become the most in-demand tool for technicians and aftermarket service providers. Next is global adoption and impact. The success of 16-pin OBD-II connector in the US led its adoption to Europe and also southern regions. Now this is a common in Asia also, in India also, further cementing its role as global standard for vehicle diagnostics. Okay, so these are all the reasons which I am citing for the universal standardization of this 16-pin D-shaped connector. So in summary, this 16-pin OBD connector design was standardized to provide a universal, reliable and future-proof interface for vehicle diagnostics driven by need for regulatory compliance, technological flexibility and industry-wide interoperability. Okay, so this last sentence clearly summarizes and it gives the gist why the 16-pin OBD connector has become a standard throughout the world. Thank you.